get money. Bankers are not as unreasonable as most people see them. Yes, they wear straight jackets, but they are not straight-jacketed people. There was a day I was talking about somebody who, one food company, asked that fabricate us food trays, stainless aluminum food trays. And you have the technical know-how, but you don't have the money. We can go through with you and say, okay, what are the materials? You need stainless flat sheets. You need welding machine. You need electrodes. We will go with you, buy those things in your small workshop, and expect you to start the fabrication. Your account officer will come around unannounced to check. We will not be happy where it's only the boys that we see and the guy is not around. We start getting worried. Now, because we will tell those who gave you the job order to give us a domiciliation. What do we call domiciliation? An undertaking by your job employer that when you deliver, the payment will come directly to the bank. You know, we talk about collusion, we talk about diversion. We don't want a situation where the job is now done. We funded the job is done. It's done. You now collect the money and go to another bank.
Go and marry a second wife.
Or the next thing is you want to buy a car, or you want to marry a second wife. Suddenly you're getting tired of your small flats. You want to move into a duplex. You get into trouble so easily. Once you get that domiciliation from them, we will fund that project, you buy those equipment, you will fabricate it, and you deliver it. Some of them will tell you, okay, I want 100 of it, but I will pay you for every 10 you deliver. We will fund the first 10. Because we want to be sure you have capacity to perform. Those jobs are contingent on you performing. The job employer will not pay until you perform. You do the job and deliver to specification. We'll give you the money to do the first 10. You deliver the first 10. Because you've done well, you know what we're expecting is now our cost and your profit. We can increase our risk to doing another 20. You do the 20, you deliver it, now you've done 30. By the time the payment for the first 10 comes in, you probably stop needing bank loan. Because the payment for the first 10 comes in, you cannot begin to revolve it into that business until you complete the job. At the end of the day, you will do the job, you complete the job. The bank takes his money and his interest, and you walk away with your profits. Now, the man who succeeds is the man who plows back profits. That takes us to the next level, what we consider. You've been doing this, that speaks to those of you who's been running your businesses. You've been running these businesses, you've been making little profit. We want to see how much of that your profit you have plowed back into the business. That speaks again to your commitment and to your keeping to your vision. If you find out that you make all the profits and you take it all out of the business, we are worried. Even a bank, we make profit, but we retain a lot of our earnings. A sizable chunk of a bank's profit is written back into the books. We expect the same thing from you.
Okay,
that's the mentality of how we do it.
Guys, I want you to think of how far Mr. Oyefeso has brought you. And I want you to relate that to where you are. And I want you at this point to ask him specific questions that will clear up for you any gray area where your own business is concerned.
My name is Paul. I want to ask practically, for someone who doesn't have a relationship with your bank and doesn't have proper business record, would you consider the person for a loan?
Next question.
Yes, sir. I am a barber, sir. Currently now, I need to buy some materials. So I want to know what are the things First Bank, for now, require me.
What kind of materials are you looking at?
I want to buy some clipper sterilizer. I want to buy towel sterilizer, clippers, the wall and super tapper, Clippers. So I want to know, for now, what are the things I require to approach First Bank?
Now, the first question speaks to a man who's got no relationship with the bank. We recognize that when you're small, you might not have a relationship with the bank. Funding you will not be restricted to those who have a relationship with us. You must have been using a bank. Assessments will be based on what you're doing with your current bank. A typical banker will ask you, give me your 6 months, 12 months bank statement. And we analyze that bank statement. That bank statement tells us a lot about the seasonality in your business, the way your cash flow runs. And we'll tie it to what you are asking us to do. 1, we detect your capacity. 2, we look at your seasonal flows. We relate it to what you're trying to do. Does it agree? At that point, we'll deal. So you don't have to have business with us, but if you're a businessman, you must start by having a bank account. Even if it's your savings account. We can go as low as looking at your savings account. It does not have to be in your business name, even if it's in your name, but we must be able to assess something where you record your business. Now, it speaks now to, let me speak to my friend who is running a barbing shop. I reckon that you're already running and you have a bank account. We will ask you for the statement. We want to review your statement and see what your turnover is like. Now, I'm talking about an existing business. The equipment you want to buy will be equipment that will enhance your current capacity and allow you to do more.
Actually, in his case, it's a startup, but he's already invested about 600 and something thousand in it. All right, but he's now stuck. He can't complete the process. Am I right?
So you need additional equipment.
Yeah.
What are these equipments? Are they things we can hold on to? If there are things we can hold on to, it speaks to what I was talking about a few minutes ago about self-collateralized lending. The equipment itself will be the collateral for your loan. Now, the key issue will be how reasonable is your projection. Don't tell me 5,000 people are coming to have a haircut in your salon. I will not come with you. It has to be reasonable and realistic. Mind you, we are also part of the society. We use your service. We know what happens. In your projections, if you tell me that every day 200 people, I'll tell you it's not true. You see more people come on Fridays and Saturdays. I don't go to have a haircut until a Saturday or probably a Sunday. I want to see it in your projection. Then I want to be able to ascertain that what you have projected, you will generate enough cash flow in your environment. Now, location becomes an issue. What you can do in Ojodu here or in Ikeja here is not the same thing as what you will be able to do in Ikoyi or in Lekki. We want to be able to see that you have factored in all these things into your projection, and lending become lot easier. Now, borrowing is not restricted to the banks. Either a microfinance or whatever bank, these are the basic things they will ask for. These are the basic considerations they will look at to determine whether they will lend or not. But I can tell you, it sounds very positive. It's what we call a doable transaction.
Ignite, from dreams to reality.
When searching for a good bank, you have to be very discerning, so you don't get one thing and miss out on others. Well, your search is over at First Bank. We offer a variety of products and services made with you in mind. From flexible loans, easy access to cash, bill payments from anywhere in the world, to savings for the little ones. Make that switch today. Contact us to learn more about the many products and services we have designed for your convenience. First Bank, truly the first.
Ignite, from dreams to reality.
Okay, next set of questions.
I want to ask, as a startup, is it better for us to take an OD or take a loan?
Okay, next question.
Okay.
I want to ask, in the area of importing and exporting, how do you support that? Where you have to do with buying from them sending it to you, how do you transact that? Thank you.
Who are them?
Your importers.
Okay. Well, it's a function of what you are trying to bring in, but I'll speak to that. He was asking between overdrafts and term loan. I'll be very practical with you. When you come and say overdrafts, all antennas get raised up. A typical banker will sit up and say, Why? Because overdraft is an extremely loose type of lending. It's likely uncontrolled. We don't like it. For startups, SMEs, we don't like it. We try as much as possible to avoid it. And it's coming back from who we are. We have tendencies to divert money into the unimportant things. Put it in parentheses, please. Unimportant things. That's when you come and say, oh, I have an overdraft of 500,000. Oh, my brother is coming. He said, yeah, he's broke. Okay, you write him a 20,000 check. Is that 20,000 check in your business plan? So for businesses like yours, we will rather want to do controlled lending, term loans, not overdrafts. Now, the other lady was asking about imports and exports. The key question is, what is it that you want to import? Now, the issue is there are so many instruments for international trade. We like controlling our money. A typical banker will ask you to open what we call letters of credit. And that safeguards you. Because letters of credit is acknowledged internationally. You give the letter says to your foreign supplier, under this condition, supply me XX goods. Under this condition, I will pay you. Because it's a letter of credit, the Nigerian bank who is opening it will require a bank who will advise your foreign supplier that we have a letter of credit in your favor for this amount, for these goods. Once you meet the conditions and you ship those goods to Nigeria and you submit those documents to the bank up there, they will pay you on behalf of your own Nigerian bank here. And the goods coming, the shipping documents are given to you, you clear the goods, and you begin to sell. Now, I have dealt with it from the import side, now the exports. You are probably an agric farmer. You've produced things, and you found buyers who wants your produce. Or you are a manufacturer. You are lucky, you are a very lucky person, you found people who want your product. You will ask them to open you an LC, guaranteeing you that you will get paid when you ship the goods to them. Now, what we are trying to do is make sure you don't fall into wrong hands. We've seen cases where people will ship goods abroad, and the goods we get there, stories will start. It's not of the right quality. Or we'll pay you later. And you throw your business into confusion. So import, export, they are doable things. They are instruments which we can control it. But most importantly, the products are very, very key. Now, the funding of it, it's a lot easier when you are importing. We'll look at the products. Is there a market for it here? Can you sell it? How long will it take you to sell it? Once we are certain that those are there, we'll ask you to bring your own money coming back again to your seed capital, your contribution. You bring your money, probably 10, 20%. We'll add 80% of the money to it. We'll open the LC, the goods coming. When the goods come in, now the good is the collateral. The goods you are importing is the collateral. We will not give it to you to go and sell all alone.